Hey guys, Riley from McNaught Cadillac Buick GMC here, and today I've got a phenomenal custom build. Now this is the 2020 GMC Sierra Denali, and our technicians hand-picked a bunch of different components to build this masterpiece of a truck. And we're gonna go over all these features in depth, of course. I've got some more pictures on our Instagram as well as our website, McNaught.com. Now to start off, let's talk about this front grille. This is probably the first thing that's gonna catch your eye when you're looking at this truck from afar. Now we've done some work here, okay? First thing I want to point out, you do have the paint to match grille surround. And what we've done here with the emblem is we've actually installed the blackout emblem with the illuminating surround. So at nighttime, you're going to notice this emblem is going to pop right out, LED surround lighting on it. So whenever your headlights are on, the emblem is going to light up as well. This is really incredible at night, giving you that constant appearance in someone's rear view mirror when you're on the highway behind them, you know? Now a couple other things on the front grille here. You do have the forward facing camera, your forward facing parking sensors, of course. We've seen the Denali before, but we're gonna cover every feature that it has anyways, just for those of you who perhaps this is your first time looking into one of these trucks. Now powertrain wise, we've got the 6.2 liter V8 engine, 420 horsepower, and 460 pound-feet of torque. So definitely a really respectable, reliable motor that GM's been producing for a while now. In terms of wheels, let's talk about these real quick. We've got the 20-inch RTX Off-Road rims, and we've matched that with 33-inch by 12.5-inch Toyo open country off-road tires, okay? This is a really great combination. In my opinion. You've still got lots of space here. There's no wheel rub whatsoever. Like I said, we've installed these by our expert certified technicians, so this is definitely as good as you could get. Now talking about the lift kit, we've got a 4-inch BDS lift kit on here, okay? Just look at this ground clearance. This is really great for one of these half-ton pickup trucks. Lots of ground clearance with this. And then of course you're going to notice we've still kind of kept with the blackout logo along the side of the truck, and you're going to notice it on the back of the truck as well. That's kind of the theme we've been going here, is the satin steel exterior with the blackout features. Now the mirror caps are power folding. You've got side blind zone, and then you've got the 360 view cameras, which are located under the mirrors themselves. These mirrors also light up, illuminating your workspace at night. And the door handles have the proximity lock buttons on them. Now moving along to the back end of this Sierra, you've got the corner step bumpers, performance dual exhaust system with a performance air intake, and then what we've done here with the emblems on the back, once again blackout GMC emblem, not illuminated though, that's only for the front. And then you've got the blackout Denali and blackout Sierra emblem on here. So just really bold and aggressive. You know, this is really understated how nice this looks in person. We do have a Rev hard folding tonneau cover on the back, you know, keep everything in your box protected. Now I'm going to open up this multi-pro tailgate. We've seen this multi-pro tailgate before, and what this allows you to do is you've got 6 different ways you could open up this tailgate. You know, you could lift up this portion here and you've got a cargo stopper. If you've got some plywood back there, or what we're going to do is we're going to open it up all the way here, and what would normally be your rear step on the tailgate is now actually a speaker system. So you've really got two good speakers back here. This is kicker audio, and you've got Bluetooth, auxiliary, and USB ports on the back of this thing. All your controls right there. You don't even have to go inside the truck to control the speakers back here. You could access everything literally from the back of your truck. So this summer is going to be pretty exciting if you want to bring one of these out to the lake, you know, do a tailgate party at a football game, whatever it may be. You've got all the stuff you need. Now, of course, moving alongside, just give you a glance from all around the truck. We do have the power folding running boards on here. Now, of course, if you wanted a little bit more ground clearance, you could remove those. That is an option. And then the last thing we were going to add, which we haven't gotten in yet, is the front window tint. We are going to install that. Just match the front windows with the rear windows, so you got that little bit of extra protection from the sun and just keep it low key. All right, so allow me to open up the driver's door. We're gonna take an in-depth look at the interior and everything this truck has to offer. Now, as I said earlier, you do have the power folding running boards here, so those are gonna pop out when you open the door. And let me be honest here, with this 4-inch lift, these power running boards are really gonna come in handy. So definitely gonna make it a lot easier to hop inside your truck. But like I said, if you want the ground clearance, just pull those things off and you're good to go. Now, the interior color on this truck is the jet black leather interior. Now, you've got the really nice Denali emblem embroidered into the back of the headrest. And as we move on down, perforated leather seats. So these are going to allow for heated and cooling features. And then you've got the full power adjustable controls with your lumbar support. Nice aluminum Denali emblem on the sill plate itself. And then the door panel, you are going to find your memory seat settings, your power folding and power adjustable side view mirrors, and then your one touchdown windows. And last but not least, this vehicle is equipped with Bose premium audio on the interior cabin. Really nice sound dampening with the triple pane glass windows. You've got the Bose sound isolation, which we're going to talk about further in depth once we hop on inside. So really nice, quiet and comfortable ride. Given all of the custom accessories we've added to it with the performance air intake and all that, still going to be a nice, comfortable and quiet ride on the inside. Now over here, I'm going to hop on inside to get rid of this shadow. You've got the 4x4 controls here, okay? So now what they added to the 2019 and 2020 redesign is the drive mode selector. So you've got a couple additional options. You've got your sport mode now and the regular and off-road modes. So a couple new features here. You've got your 4x4, 4 high, 4 low, 2 high, and auto. And then down below, you'll find all your lighting controls, your cargo lamps, as well as those front mirror lights that I was talking about. That's going to illuminate on the front side of your mirror caps. Last but not least is the electronic parking brake. And you do have the heads-up display feature on this truck, so you could adjust it using the controls right here. And it's a little tough to show it on camera, but if you look really carefully, you can see the heads-up display just flickering there. That's just because of the camera. Now on the front dash, let's take a look at all the controls you have on the steering wheel itself. So this is a leather-wrapped steering wheel. Nice, brushed kind of aluminum-looking interior piece on the steering wheel. And on the left-hand side, you do have your cruise controls, as well as your forward collision alert and adaptive cruise, where you could adjust the gap, how close you want it to follow the vehicle in front of you. And then you do have the heated steering wheel, which is really nice in the wintertime or even on a cold morning. On the right-hand side, you've got your Bluetooth call buttons, your 5-point command center, which is going to essentially control everything you see on the screen up ahead in front of you there. So you've got your speedometer, your fuel economy, and your oil life, all of that good stuff, your radio, your navigation prompts, or even your Bluetooth phone settings. So everything's easily controllable, from the push of a button here. Now we're going to move on over to the right-hand side. This is the 8-inch GMC infotainment system. And I got to tell you, they've done some really good upgrades to this system over the years. It's gotten really good. You've got AM, FM, Sirius XM. You've got USB auxiliary, SD card. You've got pretty much everything you could think of here. If you want to connect your phone through Bluetooth, no problem. That's going to work great. The navigation that's built into these trucks now is actually really responsive. I actually prefer it over having Google Maps on my phone, because just look how responsive it is. You could even use 2 fingers to pinch in and out to zoom in on the map. So definitely a lot better and easier to use than previous generations of this software. They've got the Wi-Fi hotspot, which is an add-on from OnStar. Basically, you pay for a monthly subscription. It'll give you a data allocation, and then you could use the 4G LTE built into the truck. We've got user profiles here if you want to save the seat settings, the vehicle menu settings, your radio stations. You could basically set up a profile for you and your wife or whoever else drives the truck with you. And then going through the settings here, we're not going to dive too in-depth with this. Basically, you've got everything from your menu settings, your display, your radio. You could even control kind of the characteristics of the truck. So how long do you want the lights to stay on after you turn off the truck? and the remote start if you want the heated seats to go on. All of that you could control from the settings. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Now the cool thing that I really like about this truck, and this is going to come in handy for a lot of you, is the trailering app. So basically what this allows you to do is set up a custom profile for all the different trailers that you might have. And that way the truck's going to remember exactly all the previous settings that you had when you had this trailer connected. You've even got a checklist for those of you who are maybe towing for the first time. Just basically a list of the stuff you should maybe go over as you're setting up your trailer. And then going back to the home menu here, you've got some more apps which you can actually download and install over 4G LTE. You've got stuff like Weather Network, Spotify. And then OnStar, your climate controls are accessible from the touchscreen itself. You've got your camera app, which is really great. I love the new cameras, and we talked about them on the exterior of the truck. You've got several different viewpoints here to allow you to park this beast a lot easier, okay? So right now we're facing the forward-facing camera with the split view showing the top down. Now, of course, you could show the back side of the truck. You could show a top down from the front and the rear. And you even got the trajectory lines, which are going to turn and kind of help guide you into a parking spot, you know, make your life a lot easier. And once again, we've got this 360 third-person perspective, and then we've got the curb view, which looks pretty neat here with these RTX rims. You could see exactly, you know, where your tires are going in regards to where the curb is located, so you don't have to worry about scuffing up your tires or your rims if you're trying to parallel park. It's not going to be an issue. All right, now heading down a little bit lower, you've got the hard climate controls. Of course, everybody wants physical buttons. That's just the best way to do things. So you've got all your climate controls accessible from the console itself. Push start ignition. You've got your cruise, your lane keep assist, I should say. Lane departure warning. Your parking sensors, which you could turn on and off. Your auto start stop, which once again, if you don't want that on, just get rid of it, turn it off. You've got the tailgate button, which you could pop open the tailgate from the push of a button. Your traction control, your outlet, which is located in the box of the truck itself, your hill descent assist, and then your power running boards, which you could turn on and off if you don't want those to fold out when you open up the door. Now, of course, you've got the 9-way heated and cooled seats, your trailer brake controls, your USB-C, USB Type A, and then you've got the 12-volt charge outlet, as well as a full household outlet. So if you want to bring your laptop along and plug that in, you'll still be able to get a charge from that. And then heading on a little bit lower, you've got the wireless charging mat, which has actually been enlarged. So that's going to fit, you know, some of the bigger phones like the iPhone 11, you know, some of the newer devices that are a little bit large and didn't fit on the previous generation. The armrest itself is really nice and comfortable. Nice leather materials here with the offset stitching. You know, opening this up, you're going to find a couple more ports on the inside, as well as your SD card slot and auxiliary. And there's even a little light in here, so if it's you know, dark outside, it's going to light up your center armrest. Now, the cool feature about these trucks has to be this rear camera mirror. Now, I absolutely love this thing. If you flick the little button down, it's going to show you the standard mirror view. And then if you pull it towards you, what it's going to do is it's going to turn your mirror into a full HD stream of what's behind you. Now, the great thing about this is that you're actually able to adjust the height as well as the zoom of the camera itself. So, you know, depending on the situation, if you're on the highway and you want to kind of zoom into the car behind you, you've definitely got the option to do that. Now, heading on up a little bit higher, I'm going to talk about some of the buttons up here. You've got the door lights, if you want those to you know, function when you open up the doors. You've got your power slide and tilt sunroof, as well as your rear power sliding window and your garage door transmitter. And here's a quick look at the sunroof. Nothing special, just standard sunroof. All right, now we're going to take a look into the back seat of this 2020 GMC Sierra. Plenty of legroom in this crew cab, of course. Now, the great thing about this is that you could pop up the seats nice and flat and allow for, you know, a lot more cargo space. You've even got this little cargo organizer underneath the seat, so you've got lots more room if you need it. And then over here, what they've added in these 2019 redesign trucks is the rear seat back storage, which is really nice if you want to put some gloves or, you know, keep something hidden back there. you've got that built in. So GMC's really maximized, you know, the interior space in these new trucks, because they know these trucks are meant for professionals, people who need to get the job done. So they've added all the different tools that you could possibly use, you know, to help out and make your life easier. Now, rear heated outboard seats, and then of course you've got the charging ports and the climate vents back here. And then last but not least, I'll just give you one good glance at the front dash area. Really well laid out. I really like the interior here. They've kept things pretty nice and simple, really clutter-free, and just you know, stuck with the basics. So all in all, this is our 2020 Custom Build Sierra Denali. Now, just to highlight some of the features again: dual performance exhaust with the air intake, blacked out GMC emblems, rev tunnel cover, 4-inch BDS lift, RTX rims with the 33-inch Toyo open country off-road tires. And then a last glance at the front end, we've got the blackout illuminated emblem, as well as the paint to match grille surround and paint to match fender flares. So all together, hand-picked, hand-put together by our experts here at McNaught Cadillac Buick GMC. And we hope you come on down 1717 Waverley Street, and our website is mcnaught.com. Thanks for watching.